All right, guys, what could be the shortest video of all time, hopefully. I'm going to show you 4 of these like we did in class today. I just wasn't real happy with exactly how that went, so I want to make sure we get this. It's really important. So first one says cosine 210 degrees. I'm going to give you a second. Think about what quadrant that is in. Remember this picture right here that we draw over and over again with our numbers, and think about what quadrant it's in. Good, quadrant 3. So because it's quadrant 3 and it's cosine, remember cosine is really x over r, so it represents the x coordinate. X is negative in quadrant 3, so my answer is going to be negative for sure. Now question 2 is how far away, what is our reference angle? How far away is 210 from 180? And the answer is 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate the value of cosine 30, which is one of the values you should know. It's square root of 3 over 2. And because it is in quadrant 3, it is negative square root of 3 over 2, and that's it. And again, the reference angle, 30 degrees. Let's try another one. Sine negative 330. I'm going to give you a second. Think about what quadrant that would be in. Good. Hopefully you know it's quadrant 1, because negative 330 goes all the way almost around to almost all the way back to negative 360. So it's quadrant 1, which means it's going to be positive because everything is positive in quadrant 1. Also, it's 30 degrees away from 360, the x-axis. So I'm really thinking about sine of 30, which is 1/2. And because it's in quadrant 1, it's positive 1/2. So the reference angle was 30. The value is 1/2. 2 more. This is all we're doing. Short little video. Draw a little picture again. Think about where you are. 315 degrees. Think about where 315 is. Good. It's down here in quadrant 4, right down there. And it's 45 degrees away from the x-axis. So I'm really going to be thinking, what is tangent 45, which is in your chart, which is one you're supposed to know. It is 1. Now, because in quadrant 4, remember tangent's y over x, and because in quadrant 4, tangent's negative and x is positive, different signs, that means this is negative 1, because negative divided by positive is a negative. So those are your 2 answers. All there is to it. One more, cosecant negative 750. Think about that a minute. All right, that'd be negative 360, negative 720, and then 30 more would be negative 750 to right there. So that's negative 750, which is in quadrant 4. Also, it's 30 degrees away from 720. So, and I don't know cosecant, so what I'm really going to do is I'm going to find sine of 30. 30 is the reference angle, and sine of 30 is 1/2. Just had that a second ago. That's 1/2. Now, sine is really the y. Y in quadrant 4 is negative, so it's really negative 1/2. So the sine is negative 1/2, but I'm looking for a cosecant, which is the reciprocal of that. So the reciprocal is negative 2. That's all there is. There's your value. There's your reference angle. We'll probably work on this again tomorrow just because I need to make sure you get this pretty good. So it's okay to take another day, and I'll see you then. Bye.